This year's Morro Bay Car Show may now be just a memory, but some concerns linger on whether the event will continue. Tabatha Mills brings us the shiny sights and throaty sounds from a Central Coast favorite.
These cars are baby. These cars are loved. But the economy is making it harder to treat these cars the way they deserve. The Morro Bay cruisers are worried tough times will slam brakes on the 14-year-old car show.
Last year was down about 30% for people involved in businesses related to the aftermarket equipment trade.
But so far, things are rolling right along.
Last year was a little light, but this year it's surprisingly bounced back. They said that there's just under 500 cars.
It could be that the face of the hobby is changing.
There was a period there when I see mainly older people. Now I see a lot more younger people.
Old or young, these cars and their owners will always be classic. For CPTV, I'm Tabatha Mills.
One Cal Poly team is looking for a first, and another is looking to keep their winning streak alive. Tabatha Mills also has this week's sports report.
The Cal Poly men's lacrosse team is looking to make history this year. The Mustangs brought home their second conference championship last Sunday after beating the Cal Bears 13-7. Poly will now travel to the Men's Collegiate Lacrosse Association National Championship in Denver, where they will face the Arizona State Sun Devils in the first round of playoffs on Tuesday, May 11th. Captains Colin Mason and Kendall Samaru say the team couldn't be more ready.
I mean, we're definitely, you can't talk about as a team, you kind of peak at different times, and hopefully we're peaking at the right time now. And
we've been watching the video on them and scouting them, and we know a couple of their kids, so we have a pretty good idea of what we're going to do against them.
Poly's men's lacrosse team has been part of the campus since 1980. Since then, the team has finished the last 9 seasons ranked in the top 25 of the MCLA, including 4 trips to the national championships. The Cal Poly baseball team has had its first 3-game winning streak of the year after beating Fresno State on Tuesday and taking 2 of 3 games against Long Beach State at home last weekend. Their home stint against Long Beach resulted in the first weekend series win this season. Up next, the Stangs host UC Irvine for a 3-game Big West Conference series at Baggett Stadium this weekend. Coach Larry Lee's Mustangs and the Anteaters will play Friday and Saturday at 6 o'clock and Sunday afternoon at 2. ESPNU will nationally televise Sunday's game against Irvine, and ESPN Radio 1280 AM will broadcast all 3 games of the series.
Cal Poly supporters and alumni shared drinks on Cinco de Mayo for a good cause. The Cornerview restaurant in downtown San Luis Obispo hosted a fundraising event where Cal Poly coaches worked as bartenders. The tips they made went to the athletic department. The goal of the event was to raise funds for the Mustang Madness dinner and auction coming up later this month. Events like this benefit Cal Poly in more ways than just raising money.
It gets our coaches out in front of the community, gets them to know people. So not only is it raising money, but it's giving awareness to our coaches and our teams.
The Cornerview holds events like these weekly and says groups raise anywhere from a few $100s to $5,000. This is the first time Cal Poly has held an event like this, but coaches say it won't be the last. Cal Poly has released the final draft of its financial strategic plan. What does it mean for the university's future? CPTV's Zach Lance has the answer.
Cal Poly faced many changes during the recession, but this new financial strategic plan has some officials looking for a future without furloughs.
It's a fact of life that helped us through a transition. I wouldn't have chosen them if it had been my job to choose, but that would we've had to lay off people. So I mean,
furloughs helped keep Cal Poly afloat during the recession, but Richard Saines, the local California Faculty Association representative, wonders if they could push away quality staff.
Maybe they can't afford to stay here.
Koob and co-writer of the plan, Erlene Smith, both said they want furloughs to come to an end.
In a year or two, financial health will be in better state, and presumably furloughs will get lifted and we'll be back at full salary.
The next step for Koob and Smith is to present their plan to the new university president, who will then give it final approval. For CPTV, I'm Zach Lance.